Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Scary, no makeup. I am like super excited to do this because one, it's a Nars foundation. Two, I've never bought a Nars foundation because they've never really impressed me. Like the Nars Sheer Glow, I'm oily, so I knew it wasn't going to work for me. Then they came out with the Nars Sheer Matte, but I usually like a fuller coverage to cover my breakouts. So today I am doing a review on the new Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Full coverage. It's supposed to be like super watery, like really thin consistency, but full coverage. It's supposed to stay like 16 hours. Let me get the box. It says All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Weightless, 16-hour wear, and oil-free. And of course it comes in a bottle like this. It's beautiful. It's a glass bottle. And it has a pump. None of the other foundations from Nars have come with a pump. They've always been like the ones that you like kind of pour out on your hand. It claims that it's ideal for all skin types and tones. It sweeps on weightlessly, absorbs quickly, and blends easily for an all-day natural luminosity. So even though it's oil-free, it's supposed to still give you a glow, but also kind of keep you matte and probably keep your oil under control. Directions for use is just shake well and apply 1 pump of product into palm. Start by warming the foundation in the hands, then working in with fingers. Apply a small amount in the center of the face and begin pressing onto the skin, working outward in sections. Okay, that is such like high standards to put this foundation at, that it's going to last 16 hours, that it's going to keep your oil like under control, that it's oil free, that it's going to give you all day luminous natural finish, and that 1 pump is going to cover the whole face. So I'm really excited to try this out. I put some on my neck already because this is a little bit darker, but as you can see, the couple foundations that I've bought recently have been a little bit darker, but that's because in Florida it's going to start getting hot here soon, and I'm going to be at the beach like every day. So I put it on my neck already, so obviously it is a couple shades darker, but I was totally okay with that. I am going to start, I have a clean face right now, just some moisturizer on that's been on for maybe like a half an hour now. And so I'm going to start out with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm in love with this foundation. So I'm just going to spritz that on me. Oh, it smells so good. I love, love, love this stuff. I'm just going to let it dry. So I am going to do what the directions say, which is to apply 1 pump into the hand and then start in the center of the face, press it in, and then work outward. I rarely ever apply my foundation like that, so I'm kind of nervous to see how this is gonna go, but I do have a brush just in case I need to blend it out. Just now, I put it on, my video wasn't recording and I thought it was, so I put it on and with my fingers, and it kind of was a little bit patchy, and I found that my fingers absorbed a lot of the product, so 1 pump definitely only covered just this, like this part of my face. I definitely was pressing it in like the directions say, but not my favorite way to apply it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shake it, and I'm going to use my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, my flat top, and I'm going to try it like this and put 1 pump on the back of my hand, and that's what 1 pump looks like. It's so small, definitely runny, kind of a thin, really thin consistency. And then I'm just gonna kind of more press into the skin and then kind of buff. So I'm like pressing and then buffing, because that'll press in the product into the skin where I want it, and then buffing is going to take off any excess and move it to another spot. So this foundation glides like nothing else. Like, it's so smooth and silky. It feels so good. Okay, so 1 pump with the brush barely did 1/2 of my face. You can see if you had fairly good skin with not a lot of breakouts, and if you had a color that actually matched your face, that this, you could probably get away with 1 pump and smooth it a really thin layer all over the face. But because this is darker and I want it to match my neck, 1 pump really isn't going to cut it. So I'm just smoothing the rest over Okay, this foundation dries so fast. Like, it's drying crazy fast. So even though it has like a sheen to it and looks kind of glowy, it definitely is dry already. So I really like that, especially if you're in a hurry. That's like a really good quality to have. It claims to have like full coverage. I would say if you did one layer like of the one pump and you worked it out with your fingers, I would say maybe medium coverage. But me kind of using the brush, and I use 2 pumps all over, I think you get more of medium to full. And then I would take like whatever excess is like on the pump, I would take that and like build up a little bit of the coverage. So kind of like where I have spots, kind of dot it, and that definitely builds up the coverage and covers a lot better. So I could see how you could easily build this to a full coverage, but I'd say right off the bat with one layer, it's definitely not a full coverage, more medium. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and come back and we'll see. Okay, so I'm back. So I just did kind of more of like a natural look just so I could see the foundation, and I did not powder my foundation, which is very rare for me because I always set my T-zone. So, excuse me here. So I really want to test this foundation. I really want to see how it wears, how I get oily, if I get oily. As of right now, it looks really, really good. My bronzer went on fairly good. I will be back in a couple hours and do a checkup and... Hey guys, so I'm back. So I ended up just filming another video from my February Ipsy unboxing, unpackaging, whatever I call it. And I did add a little bit more product. I added more eyeshadow, blush, and some different like kind of looking lips. So it's been 3 hours now that I've had the foundation on, and it looks exactly the same. Like, other than me putting some other product on top, it looks exactly the same. Like, nothing has budged. I mean, I haven't done anything really rigorous. 3 hours in and it still looks exactly the same as when I applied it. I'm pretty happy with that. So I will come back in a couple more hours and see how it's doing. Bye. Hey guys, so it has been a total of like 7.5 hours that I've had this Nars foundation on, and I did end up getting just a little bit shiny right here, so I did add some powder. I just added my translucent Rimmel Stay matte powder, just very, very lightly pressed it into the skin here. So with that, I did end up getting like just a little bit cakey around the nose, but overall, this foundation has held up so beautifully. I am a little bit shiny, like just a tiny bit on the forehead and a tiny bit on the chin, but I think that kind of just makes it look even better, and I am just overall super impressed with this foundation. I love the way it feels, I love the way it looks, I love the way it's lasting and wearing throughout the day. My blush, my bronzer, they haven't budged, you know, they haven't faded at all. I think it still looks really natural and just really beautiful. I really recommend this to a lot of people with like normal combination to oily skin. I think that this will be your new holy grail foundation, as probably mine. So I hope this review helps you out, and I hope you guys like it and give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to share it with all your friends and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!